Tyler, this is Scott. Just making this video just for a thank you for coming out and doing a quote, and just kind of showing you what I would start with if you sent me any referrals. So, for starters, I always start with their homepage. Kind of go through that, and then go through Google Ads, Google Business Profile, and kind of just how you can improve your online presence. First, is this a live feed? It looks like a live feed to a room. So, anyways, that's just one thing. But the one thing I would recommend for most people's websites is to add more content. And the reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for buyer intent keywords. So like commercial window treatment, Layton, Utah, Ogden, Riverdale, wherever. The reason that I say that is because those I find buyer intent are with a location and also a location and service. So that's the best way to have buyer intent content, keywords on there so that you can be found for them. This says another car for this image, so the alt text, if you save the alt text correctly, this could also count as content behind your photos as well because it's embedded behind the photo. And then I use a tool called Ahrefs to kind of give me your analytics and show me where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100, and you want those continuously moving up while being balanced. You're currently at 0 due to referring pages and domains, and what those are backlinks. And if you don't know what a backlink is, it's when one website links to another website via clickable button or text. But not all backlinks are created equal, so make sure to stay relevant to your industry and also location. And then it looks like you're being indexed for 137 keywords, and you're getting about 5 people to your website each month, which, let's look at some of these, and I could kind of answer why. West Window, there's 80 searches, you're in the 10th position, so I mean like West Window treatments, that's kind of funny. Sorry, just the way that they set that up. That should be a little bit higher considering that's like your name. Western Window Coverings, hopefully those are all local searches. Window Coverings Utah, now that's a state keyword, so people who look this up may be down in Vernal or down in St. George or up in Vernal or anywhere in between. So if you don't service that area, it might not be the best keyword, but you're in the 8th position. So these are kind of the keywords that you're getting people to your website for. Window Treatment Solutions, I don't like that one as much. I do like this one right here, Harriman, Utah. The reason for it is it's a location and a service, where Window Treatment Solutions that's a national keyword. Anyone in the whole entire United States could see that. So they might not really be a buyer intent keyword. So I just did Window Treatments Layton, just because it's a little bigger than Roy and Riverdale and all that. So right up top is where I'd recommend for your ads to be, if you guys ran ads. A few of these things I would obviously want to look up, but like I looked up Window Treatments Layton, and in all of this, the only one I see is Layton here. Shades and blinds, kind of the same thing. Plantation shutters and blinds, but no location. So hey, this one does say Window Treatments. So to get a better click-through rate on these ads, you want to have as many possible keywords available and locations whenever possible. Sometimes you can get away with counties, especially in Utah. If you're in Davis and Weber County, then cool, but people usually know what counties they're in. But some of the times you might want to dive deeper into the city area. And then once you have a landing page, a landing page is going to be different than your website. You want to click to call right up top, maybe a form submit, what you do, where you do it, and then if you run any promotions, and then the background image should be something to do with what you're, if we're talking about window treatments, it could be any type of window treatment. If we're talking about blinds, then you want blinds, and if we're talking about shutters, then that's the picture you want in the background. So yeah, that's how you would rank your ads right there. I'm going to come back to this because usually I talk about the GBP next. So the Google Business Profile, the nice thing about this is this is location based. So it's going to rank differently than your ads and differently than your website. But pretty much the best way to rank here is to get reviews that I've noticed, making sure that your name, address, and phone number are the exact same all across the internet so you don't mislead Google. Adding branded, geotagged, and geolocated photos weekly is helpful because it shows Google you're growing your business organically. And then putting your name, address, and phone number into things like Yellow Pages and Yelp is beneficial. Google acts like a big popularity contest, and by giving out your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more, and that's not just in your local area, but in your surrounding areas as well. And then being in ads and the GBP, usually about 70% of traffic stops right here. The other 30% will go to your websites. And so I did want to show you just a quick show here. This is just window treatments in Davis and Weber County. But for blinds, there's 390 searches a month. For Roman shades, which I don't know if you do or not, blinds, blackout blinds, shades, plantation blinds, blackout roller shades. I know that's something you guys do. But those are the types of keywords, and you would want these separated. So, blackout roller shades or roller shades by themselves in one. Blinds should be in a different one. Obviously, we won't work on Home Depot. But yeah, so that's just kind of there. But looking at this shoptotallyblind.com, this is the competitor that is number one for window treatments in Layton. And so looking they don't have too much content on their website, but as you can see, when you start to have more content, better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks and citations, you could start to outrank them. For you in particular, there might not be too many, but I've done just a very preliminary search for it. But most of these are like window replacements or tinting. So in Layton, there's probably not too much searches for window treatments. But at the same time, if there were, we would want to be in front of those searches, and that's how you would rank your website. So, yeah, if you have any questions about any of this, obviously we could go into it a little bit more. But for you, based off of everything, I would recommend your GBP maybe possibly, and ads. Based off of very preliminary search, I don't know if people are really looking for window treatments per se, but we could talk about blinds and other things too, but you don't really see that here either. So anyway, hope this was informational for you. Talk to you soon.